Welcome parents, guardians, family members, friends, and staff. Welcome board member Mosner Feltham, interim superintendent Quistad, and most of all, welcome to our graduates. Today we gather to celebrate not just a milestone, but also the resilience, perseverance, and the unwavering spirit to conquer obstacles. Each one of you sitting here has embarked on a journey filled with challenges, setbacks, and doubts. But through it all, you've displayed remarkable courage and determination. Throughout your education in MMSD, you've faced unique hurdles that many cannot even imagine. Yet here you are, and in a few minutes, you'll have your high school diploma in your hands. This achievement is not just a piece of paper, will lead to countless opportunities and pathways to success in the future. As you step out into the world beyond these walls, know that there are doors waiting to be opened, doors to higher education, doors to fulfilling careers, and doors to making a difference in your communities. The diplomas you will hold represent not just an academic accomplishment, but the limitless potential within each and every one of you. But remember that the journey doesn't end here. It's just the beginning of a new chapter. As you navigate through life, never forget that you can overcome anything. So go forth with confidence, courage, and conviction. Embrace the opportunities that lie ahead. Chase your dreams and never underestimate the power of your own potential. Congratulations on this incredible achievement. The world awaits you. And I will now welcome to the stage Executive Director of the Office of Youth Reengagement, Tina Geyer.
I see you. Greetings, Innovative High, class of 2024, families, staff, and guests. My name's Tina Geyer, and I have had the good fortune to transition out of my classroom and into this role of interim executive director for alternative programs just a few months ago. And in this short time, I have had the opportunity to see these young scholars in action as they took ownership in their learning and their future plans. I watched as teachers created visual displays to mark progress and milestones and listened while discussions took place, challenging all involved to listen with intention, question absolutely everything, and dig in and find deeper meaning and relevance. I often hear folks talk about high school graduation as crossing a finish line. Without a doubt, this is a big accomplishment, and one you should all be very proud of achieving today. However, nothing's actually finished today. I prefer to think of graduation as your launch pad into your next great accomplishment. Each and every one of you are the architects of your own futures. These folks up here on stage, your loved ones behind you, and your peers beside you, we're all here to provide support, lend a hand, maybe open a door or two. But the real work is up to you. And I know you all have the tools to get it done. I can't wait to see what you build next. I'm going to pass this mic along to some of the fine educators who've been working with you since the beginning of your journey here with us at Innovative High. I'd like to introduce Joe Koss, our JITO 2 lead teacher.
Thank you for the introduction. Thank you, board members, central office staff, OIR staff, family members, and community members for being here today. And thank you most of all to the JITO 2 graduates. It's great to see all of your faces again. It's always an honor, and it's always humbling being a teacher and being invited into the life of a student. So I'm thankful to be able to say a few words tonight. I would like to think of the theme of my speech as community and change, or maybe it's a hope for all of the graduates to embrace change and to create community. Why change? Change is so often thought of as conflict between old versus new, progressive versus traditional, the way my generation did it right versus the way your generation is doing it wrong. I can't think but how short-sighted it is to think of change as conflict. I much prefer to think of change as the natural progress in the great cosmic order of things. So what do I mean? Graduates, I've watched many of you change in numerous ways over the last year. A good choice for your class song might be the great old Frank Sinatra song that says, "I faced it all, I stood tall, and I did it my way." You have grown personally, intellectually, emotionally, and at each step becoming truer versions of yourselves. And how those strong personalities, traits that make you distinctly you and cause adults fit sometimes, have gradually changed over time and will continue to make you, you. Change. All of it beautiful, yet also chaotic change. How can we do anything but embrace change? It is change that makes us who we are, and it's change that has provided us all of the reasons for why we are gathered here celebrating you today. However, embracing change only gets us so far. So my second hope for all of you graduates will to be also dedicate yourselves to creating communities of love and care. Strong, vibrant, diverse, messy, and imperfect communities. Why? Because communities help us become better versions of ourselves. You are all about to pass through the stage of life today because you have been lucky enough to be surrounded by communities of caring and loving friends, families, teachers, and community members. Remember that for tens of thousands of years, our communities have subsisted and thrived in large extent because of the wisdom and stories of our elders. These stories help create the communities that you have been brought up in, the communities that have made you distinctly you. And it's these stories that will continue to help you create the communities we will need into the future. That is the power of community, to find within ourselves, as Abraham Lincoln has said, the better angels of our nature. So here's the point, I hope. If we don't build communities of love and care, we prevent ourselves from finding the opportunities to becoming better versions of ourselves. So what does this all mean? I hope that today you have reached the culmination of everything that has been asked for you for the past 12 years. And tomorrow you will have a piece of paper. And in the eyes of some, you won't really have accomplished anything. And I do not say that to discourage you. I say this to encourage you. Because you are on your way to becoming you. You are not, nor will ever be, a finished version of yourself. Embrace the changes ahead. Do not be afraid of them by seeking or thinking of final states. Dreams realized, accomplishments and rewards received, prestigious jobs. These are all illusions. You have a different challenge. Your challenge is to embrace these changes that allow you to learn more, not only about yourself, but about humanity itself. Your challenge is to continuously work to create and recreate loving and caring communities in a world that desperately needs them. Today, I'm very proud to have been part of your community, to learn with you, to laugh with you, and to celebrate with you. It is one of the greatest gifts of being a teacher, the communities I get to create with my students, because students have become some of my greatest teachers, which means you make me a better version of myself. The world will always be a better place when we have the courage to embrace the change that comes with being pushed to become better versions of ourselves, in order to realize the communities of love and care that we wish everyone has a chance to be a part of. I have high expectations for all of you, because now we're all on the same team, Team Humanity. Thank you.
That was beautiful. We're going to be a while. Okay? All right, so, wait a minute, let me change the font. I just like to be me. Good evening, parents, guardians, caregivers, families, friends, scholars, educators, support staff, and administration. Class of 2024. 24, the year of truth and revelation. You are here. You have made it. For many of you, it was literally by the hair on your chinny chin. Luckily, this is where it all begins. So it doesn't matter. Every builder begins with what looks like a mess or nothingness. Every painter's canvas is blank. Every potter's wheel had a lump of clay they tried to center. As a collective of educators, we have shared as much with you over the years. We have shared so much with you over the years. Some of it you liked or loved, other things maybe not so much. Yet you persevered. You all shared so much with us too. The good and not so good as you tried to protest that subject that you didn't like by saying, where would we use any of this anyway? Yet we persevered. Not because it's a job or we get paid, although I believe we've all said, I got mine, so you need to get yours, with hopes that it would get a fire under you to get this work done. Here's the secret. We knew you were facing your fears, challenges, changes, and circumstances, and we saw a unique light in you, and we were not prepared to give up. We knew you would overcome it, whether it be now or in the distant future, if you kept it moving and believe in yourself. It's a road we've all walked as adults, and we gave you the best we had to give for your journey. We believe in you, and we know those experiences were all a part of the process to get you ready for the starting line of your life as a productive citizen in your community, in this world, and for whatever path you choose. Dear technological generation, you rode in on the apex of what we take for granted, which is connectedness through electronic devices, a convenience that has been unmatched thus far. Wait a minute. Increased productivity. Oh, that's what I need. My bad, y'all. Wait, hold up. I like that font. Okay. You could be anywhere and nowhere at the same time. They call you the social generation that's always connected. Become diverse. Take time for those in your presence. You missed out on what life was like before, but the wisdom of those who preceded you intended it to be a tool, not an escape plan or distraction. Be in the room, be present, maximize your understanding, and use it to increase efficiency and effectiveness. In tech news, did you know that many of you were for the introduction of the Mac Mini, the launch of Google Maps, and Adobe Photoshop released in 2005? For the rest of you, 2006 was the year of MySpace. It was named the most visited website. Imagine that. Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter were introduced in the US, and Facebook announced what we all know as the news feed in 2006. PS3 was unveiled and the Nintendo Wii was launched. Motorola dropped the new edition of the flip phone, and YouTube was purchased by Google. All a distant memory. In financial news, housing instability caused the Great Recession of 2007 to 2009. A virus called COVID-19 was the recession in 2020. The greatest impact was on your educational experience, and you're still standing. On the social front, the Me Too movement and Black Lives Matter, to name a few, took center stage as many stood against long-standing injustices in this country. Caring and Keeping of You News reports mental awareness is vital. Monitor your screen time. Get your 8 hours of sleep. Journal. Go outside. Take deep breaths. Fight your fears. Wear your glasses. And for God's sakes, turn that music down in your ears. Let's talk politics. Who's turned 18 this year? Who's 18? Elections are in November. We are in critical times. Exercise your rights and rock your vote. A lot of lives, blood, sweat, and tears brought that right to light for you. We have some work yet to be done. Will you be the one to step up and make a difference in yourself, your family, your community, in your world, and for your people? Remember, the builder, painter, and potter, think about it for a moment. What do they have in common? Good or bad, they all have a unique set of tools. The builder has a collection of tools, devices, and a blueprint. The painter has paints, brushes, and a vision. The potter has a wheel, clay, and a desired outcome. They are you. What do you need? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. Those are the tools that were once illegal to possess by many of your ancestors. Those tools many of you struggled with and even rejected, but you need them. Keep sharpening your skills in those areas and you will do all well in all things that you set your mind to do. I can hear you talking, but Miss D, I'm not good at da-da-da-da-da. I get that. That's what you believe. But here's the thing. The difference between you and Beyonce is practice. And understanding mistakes are necessary for learning, so keep practicing. Nothing will be handed to you, and you are not entitled to anything that you have not worked for. Life is not easy, and no one owes you anything. What price will you pay? Where will you go? And what will you make better because you are there? Humble yourself. Humility comes before success. Closed mouths don't get fed. Make your requests known. Find peace in the things that you cannot control and have the courage to control the things that you can. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. All changes begin with reflection. Have a pen in hand, a good journal, and your mirror. The builder, painter, and potter will always take a step back for one last look and say to themselves, I did that. With gratitude in their hearts and joy in their eyes because they know where they started. They also know that they didn't do it alone. Someone had a vision for the tools that they use, and because those who came before them worked their plan, now the builder, painter, and potter can bring their plans, dreams, and visions to life. Who will you give back to? And how will you make it count? Keep living, and you too will discover it. The tortoise won, not the hare. Life is not a race, but instead a journey. What if you live another 60, 70, or 80 years? What will you do with the time that has been graced to you? Make it great. This transition, as it has been with those that preceded yours, is bittersweet. Sweet because you have completed the basic requirement for education in this country, and bitter because we will not see many of you ever again. Look to your left and your right. He, she, they will go on to do great things, to impact our world for the better. Watch out. Then there are some of you who will impact your communities, your families, and your homes. Make it count. Remember, in all you do, it is for your people, your family, your community, and your world. if you see me and you want to know what's up. We have the lovely Allison Einstead that is going to announce our graduates.
Oh, this is very high up. Let me adjust it. Hi, everybody. Now we're at the fun part. Graduates, we are going to be announcing each one of your names. So if you could please stand. Did we want them to go this way first? Perfect. So, Mackenzie, please go ahead and get us started. You are going to hand your name card to Mr. Haste. You guys can actually all come up. And as you go across, we'll announce your name, and you'll get pictures and take pictures. All right, we're going to get started. Mackenzie Evans. Right around here. Perfect. And then shake hands, and then you can go sit down. I think I do. Brett Wills. This is a test for me. Smaria Goody. Adam Stofflet. Tyjanae Stevenson. Right around. Okay. Right around. Skylar Nelson. Jasmine Schote. Martell Porter. Pedro Valerio. J. Alexander M. Hernandez. Kanisha Branch. Nevaeh Blunt. Jocelyn Tinoco. Jada Gentry. That's like a pop quiz. Okay. As we begin to conclude today's ceremony. Oh. Woo! We got one more! Yay! Just in time. Smaria Griffin. Sanaya Griffin, so sorry. Oh. You are just in time. Presenters, I think you can sit now. As we begin to conclude today's ceremony, we celebrate not only the culmination of years of hard work and dedication, but also the beginning of this new chapter in your lives. To the graduating class of 2024, I offer my heartfelt congratulations, not condolences. We're all good. We're celebrating. Your achievements today are a testament of your resilience, your determination, and your commitment to your goals. As you stand on the threshold of this new journey, remember the lessons you've learned and the challenges that you've overcome. As you venture into the world, I urge you to embrace the opportunities that come your way. Be bold in your pursuits, courageous in your decisions, and compassionate in your actions. The world is waiting for all of your unique talents, and I have no doubt that you all will be amazing at whatever you decide to do next. As you embark on this next chapter of your lives, remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. Embrace your challenges, celebrate your victories, and never stop learning and growing. Always remember the values instilled in you during your time here: perseverance, determination, and curiosity. Moving the tassel during the graduation ceremony is a centuries-old tradition that symbolizes the completion of a student's academic journey and the beginning of this new chapter. Graduates, please stand. Today, as we prepare to switch your tassels, we acknowledge the significant milestone you all have achieved today. Please move your tassels from right to left. Distinguished guests, I present to you the Innovative High Class of 2024. That does conclude today's ceremony. There will be light refreshments out here and photo opportunity. There is a balloon arch. It's beautiful. So congratulations.